Alright, here we go with today's video. Today we are doing another fantasy draft challenge type rebuild. These things seem to be getting quite a lot of attention on the channel, and I like doing them, so why not do them? This time we're doing a 30th pick fixed draft, which means we get the 30th pick every single round in the draft. So it's not like Serpentine, where you have, if you get the 30th pick, you get the first pick in the next round. You're always stuck on the 30th pick, and that means we are the Philadelphia 76ers. And yeah, this is going to be a bit hard. So hopefully we can get like a young player that actually has trade value. So all the guys that I wanted have already gone. I was hoping Ja Morant could stick around for us, but no, he got picked 26 by the Celtics. Looks like our next best bet is like Devin Booker. Devin Booker or John Collins or Porzingis. I'm just going to go Porzingis as my first pick, only because we can move him to the power forward and he does go up overalls. And I think Porzingis is probably the best option to like start a franchise off of. And now at the moment I'm also going to probably go after LaMarcus, because again we can move him to the power forward and he has more trade value. So or we could do that with Vukovic. I'm actually going to go LaMarcus. I'm going to go LaMarcus Aldridge with that. Hopefully we can get a good player with him. And now let's see what type of young players are here. What young guys? RJ Barrett would be good, because I know Bol you can send him to the G League for the first season, then you can make him your like starting center in like 2 seasons time, or not even 2 seasons, like 1 season time. So I might get Bol. I'm gonna risk it, and I'm gonna go Jackson Hayes for this pick. Hopefully Bol does stay, and we can take him with our next pick, because that would be nice if we could get Bol now. Ooh, DeMarcus Cousins or Serge Ibaka, because I know those two have trade value if you move them to the power forward. RJ Barrett is still here. Bol's also still here. I might go after RJ just because we want minutes. We want actually rotation minutes there, so we've got to take RJ. And by the looks of it, Bol is still here. Yes, he is. Okay, I'll take Bol now. Sure, I'll take Bol now. Bloody Darius Garland's still here as well. I'll take him because you can always trade him away with a contract, and you can get yourself a superstar player, or star player. So now I'm going to go after Jeff T, Kelly Olynyk, Taj Gibson. Yeah, we'll take him. Again, we can move him to the power forward. We're picking up a lot of centers that we can move to the power forward, only because, again, like I've been saying this entire time, their trade value goes up. Romeo Langford will take. So yeah, that's my entire like plan for this entire draft, is pick up centers or players that we know we can get more trade value out of if we move to positions. Farouk. Okay, now I'm just gonna like, yeah, I'll just do it all myself here for the rest of the draft, and I'll see you guys with our finished roster. look at our top 5 players. They're all centers. Top 6 players are centers, and then our next best player is RJ Barrett. That's a shooting guard. So we're going to move Porzingis to the power forward. We're not going to be trading Porzingis away. I'm going to keep Jackson Hayes, and we're going to move all those guys to the power forward, only because I know their trade value goes up. And if we move Taj Gibson and LaMarcus Aldridge, we will probably be able to pick up a very, very good number 2 option. Alright, I have to go off a first for this trade as well, but like, it's Bam Adebayo. I'm taking Bam Adebayo. I also had the chance to pick up like De'Aaron Fox, but I was like, Bam is better. So now we've got our center and power forward. Defensively, that's going to be very, very good. Now we need to look for a small forward, which if we can move Bogdanovic to the small forward and then pair him with like, I think Dwight Powell has a little bit more trade value. So if we pair him with Kelly Olynyk, could like a small forward or a guard come up? And Victor Oladipo has come up for us from the Memphis Grizzlies. So we take on Victor Oladipo, who's now going to be our starting shooting guard. And now that we do need a starting point guard, we could possibly, I mean, if we wanted to, we could start Garland or someone like that, but I'm not a fan of that. And I'm making this trade for Gordon Hayward just because he's a bit more tradable, and then we can go like this, pair Gordon Hayward with like Darius Garland, and hopefully like a starting point guard that we could use comes up. We don't need a power forward. We don't need a power forward, Cameron. We don't need a power forward, Chris Paul. CP3, welcome to this team, mate. And if we move CP3 to the shooting guard, because his trade value goes up, if we move him with Romeo Langford, could we possibly get like Paul George? I don't expect Paul George to be offered up. I can bring in Kemba Walker in a first. I like that. I'll bring in Kemba. I like Kemba on this game. I'll bring in Kemba, and now we've got a starting point guard, power forward, and center and shooting guard. So we just need a starting 3, and then we just need to figure out a bench. I know this isn't a starting 3, but like Kendrick Nunn in the first is pretty decent. But like what we could also do is start RJ Barrett at the 3, move him to the small forward, and then we could possibly have a starting lineup of Afrik and Minu. No. I'm going to do this trade for Cody Zeller, only because we can then move him to the power forward, and his trade value goes up, and we could trade for another backup small forward because I'm actually very much okay starting RJ Barrett this year. But for now, I am going to see what I can get off of our bench. I can trade for Yusuf Nurkic to come off of our bench. Yeah, alright, I'll do that just to come off of our bench. And now I think we should be okay. So I'll sort something out here. I'll see you guys with our rotation. Okay, I lied. I said that I was going to do the rotation, and then I realized I have 2 centers coming off the bench because I got Nurkic. And now, could I do that without giving up Bol? If I can do this without giving up Bol, get Montrezl Harrell, I'm going to do that trade because we could move him to the power forward, and that would be pretty good. No, the trade needs Bol for it to work, and I'm okay with giving up Bol just for now because we don't need him because now we've got a lot of centers. Now we've got Montrezl Harrell, Dwight Powell, and bloody Bam Adebayo. So we've got Montrezl, Nurkic, Powell, Nunn coming off, and Noah coming off our bench. So if we move Dwight Powell for a shooting guard, I guess, or something like that, just like a guard to come off of our bench, a point guard. Oh no, we need a shooting guard or a small forward. That would be nice to come off of our bench. I'm going to get Dante DiVincenzo because I don't get him that much. But now we are actually going to finish off our rotation. Here we go. Rotation for this first season is Kemba Walker, Oladipo, RJ Barrett, Kristaps Porzingis, and Bam Adebayo. We then have Montrezl Harrell, Yusuf Nurkic, Dante DiVincenzo, and Kendrick Nunn coming off of our bench. We got Porzingis, Walker, and Adebayo as our scoring options. We got a 4-star with a 7-second system. And we are a projected 13th seed. Alright. We actually don't get any all-stars this season, which I think is kind of ridiculous, but we don't have an all-star. Somehow LaMarcus Aldridge makes the team, but not fucking Porzingis. For this first season, we go 51-31. Luka Doncic was on the Golden State Warriors and won Finals MVP. MVP. Ja Morant Rookie of the Year on the Celtics. MPJ 6-man, Kawhi defensive, Luka Most Improved, and Nick Nurse Coach of the Year. We do get Victor Oladipo, all NBA, all defensive first team, and that's the only players we get going there. And we also get RJ Barrett, all rookie second team. Porzingis was our leading scorer with 20 points. Kemba also matching that. 9 rebounds for Porzingis, 3 for Kemba, 1 assist and 6 assists for those guys. And Bam Adebayo was our 3rd leading scorer. Montrezl Harrell, Oladipo, Nick Nurse, Yusuf Nurkic, RJ Barrett, DiVincenzo, Kendrick Nunn. So there's all that. Team-wise, though, offensively, our team was 7th. Defensively, our team was 3rd. And differential-wise, our team was 7th as well. First round here against the Bucks. Because it's a fantasy draft, let's have a squiz to see who's on their team. Shai Gilgeous. Oh, they've got Kawhi and DeMarcus. Yeah, no, we're going to lose this round. I can already tell you that. We're going to lose this because they've got Kawhi, Shai, and freaking Boogie. We're not going to win this. I can tell you right now, we're going to go down 3-1 and lose in 5. There we go. I told you. I called it. Houston are the champions, and they actually were the ones with Giannis. We do not even have our own first round pick, so we don't even have a first round pick. This is going to be lovely. Brett Brown, yeah, get out of here, mate. Just go. Just leave, man. Leave. And I'll pick up Nate McMillan instead. We want to bring in Michael Williams for our assistant GM coach and position, and we'll bring in Randy Martin. We are not signing any of our second round picks because they were all freaking dumb. Qualifying Wesley, sure, mate. I would like to try and get Anthony Davis, but I do get him a lot, so I'm not going to. I'm going to go get Montrezl Harrell, but he's not interested in talking to us. The best free agent that we can actually afford is Chris Boucher, and I mean, it's better than nothing if we get him. It's better than nothing. How about that? If we can actually get Chris Boucher, because they're probably going to match it, I'm not going to lie. They don't match it. So we get Chris. Alright, we do get Chris. That's nice. We can now move him to the 4. He goes up in value, and if we can move, I do kind of want to move on from Oladipo, just so that we because he is only 1 year left on his deal. I mean, we could probably re-sign him, but he is on a nice contract there. And like, I do see Devin Booker here, but the problem is defensively. Devin Booker defensively is not the greatest. However, it is good. It is much better than Oladipo offensively. The defense in the backcourt, though. Yeah, whatever. Let's risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. We got to make changes. We got to change the way we do things. Otherwise, we're not going to win a championship here. Here we go. We're going to go instantly because we did trade for Devin Booker. We're going to go perimeter defense to D-Book because I would like to see his defense get much better. Yusuf Nurkic will go untapped potential 2, and combo guard will go to Kemba Walker, I guess, even though he's got 90s for most of those attributes. Alright, I'm doing this trade for Klay Thompson. I don't know if it makes a lot of sense because we do have Devin Booker, so no, it doesn't. I'm going to do this one for Pascal Siakam and D'Angelo Russell, although I really want to do that Klay Thompson deal. At least we probably could actually move Klay to the 3, and then we could trade Derrick Rose for a point guard. I'm doing that. I'm sorry, I just love Klay Thompson too much, man. I love him too much. I'm going to make this trade for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander because he can play the point. Does he instantly play the point? No, Kendrick Nunn does. So if we move Shai to the small forward, because I know his value goes up a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit if we move him there, and then we offer him up, could we get like De'Aaron Fox? Because De'Aaron would be DeJounte Murray. There's De'Aaron. That's the guy that we were looking for. Looking at him, either DeJounte Murray or De'Aaron Fox, and I like De'Aaron Fox. So we'll take De'Aaron, and I'll see you guys with the rotation. Second season, we're going a De'Aaron Fox, Devin Booker, Klay Thompson, Porzingis, and Bam Adebayo starting 5. We have RJ, DiVincenzo, Willie Cauley-Stein, Kendrick Nunn coming off of our bench. Porzingis, Klay, and Book are our scoring options. We got a 4.5-star system with balance, and we are a projected 7th seed according to NBA.com. And once again, we don't get an all-star. We actually have a worse season than our first season. Luka Doncic won MVP again. Cole Anthony, rookie. DeMarcus, sixth man. Kawhi, defensive. Darius Garland, most improved. And Steve Kerr, coach of the year. Devin Booker was our leading scorer with 22 points, 3 boards, and about 5 assists a night. Shot, 50% from the field, 40% from 3, and 90% from the free throw line. So let's go D-Book. Then we have Porzingis, Klay, Adebayo, Fox, RJ, Kendrick Nunn, DiVincenzo, and Willie Cauley-Stein. Team stats, points per game, we were 6th. Our defense was not as good as last year. Was definitely not as good as last year. We were one of the bottom teams in the league, and differential, we were 8th. First round here against the Brooklyn Nets. I accidentally pressed playoffs, but I don't expect us to be able to get out of this first round. I don't even know who's on the Nets team, so after this round, I'll check it out, see what goes on. If we lose, we're down 3-1. We're going to lose this series. Yeah, I mean, we are the 7th seed, so I didn't expect anything crazy, and we get eliminated in 7. We took them to 7 games at least. Okay, let's see who's on their team. CJ, Ben Simmons, Montrezl Harrell. Okay. The Warriors won the championship, and Luka Doncic won himself Finals MVP. The Bulls took him to 7 games. Good on them. I mean, at least on the plus side, we actually have our first round pick. It's at 19 there, so at least we have our first round pick, eh? We actually had the 14th pick as well, which I didn't actually see, so we got Zaire Williams and Jalen Suggs, and we also had this one here, which we got Philippe? I don't know, but we're not signing him to a contract anyway. RJ and DiVincenzo, I would like to bring back. Bam, De'Aaron, and Kendrick Nunn, I would all like to re-sign in this free agency, but that's probably the only moves we're going to be able to make anyway. Okay, I like this trade here. We're going to give up Booker and Porzingis for DeJounte Murray and DeAndre Ayton. I am going to do this. You'll hear me out later. I'm going to do this. I'm going to move Bam to the power forward, and I'm also going to move DeJounte Murray to the shooting guard, and I think, do we have a little bit of cap now? Oh no, we're negative 40 million in the cap still. Never mind. And we're going to trade RJ and DiVincenzo for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Shake Milton, only because that gives us maybe another better scoring option off the bench, even though RJ is decent. Okay, we've found another trade here, and we're going to trade Theo Maledon and Jalen Suggs for Brandon Clark and Daniel Gafford. Like, I like that trade a lot. Let's just do it. Why not? Here we go. We got some training camps here. We're going to go untapped potential to DeJounte Murray, sure, even though he's already an A+. I am going to go perimeter shooting to Bam Adebayo, see if he can become a bit of a better shooter, and big man defense, I'll give it to DeAndre Ayton just to make sure that his defense is on point. Alright, here we go. De'Aaron Fox is again our starting point guard with DeJounte Murray, Klay Thompson, Bam Adebayo, and DeAndre Ayton. This defense is going to be mad. Shai Gilgeous, Brandon Clark, Kendrick Nunn, Shake Milton are coming off of our bench. Bam, Ayton, and Thompson are our scoring options. We got a 4.5-star system, and we are a projected 2 seed. And we've actually got 2 All-Stars this year. We got Bam and DeAndre Ayton as All-Stars, so let's go. Progress, but our record doesn't really show that. Here we go. For this final season, Luka Doncic is again the MVP. We went 55 and 27. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year. Richie Rubio, 6th man. AD, Defensive, and RJ Barrett, Most Improved. Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year. We do get DeAndre Ayton, All-NBA 3rd team at least, which, I mean, at least it's something, I guess. And DeJounte Murray, All-Defensive 2nd. Bam averaged 22 points a night, 9 boards and 1 assist. DeAndre Ayton, 20, 13, and 1. Nice numbers. 16 for Klay, 14 for DeJounte, and De'Aaron, and just under 14 for DeJounte Murray. Shai Gilgeous, just over 11 points a game. Brandon Clark, Kendrick Nunn, Shake Milton. Offensively, we were 5th. Our defense was much better this year at 2nd, and our differential was 3rd in the league. We did end up finishing as the 1 seed, and we're taking on the Brooklyn Nets once again. Hopefully, we can get a little bit of revenge for last season and beat them in the playoffs. It would be nice. We are up 3-0, so that does help. I'm sorry if you guys can't see, because my little square thing is in the way, so yeah, you guys can't see it, but we did beat the Nets, and you guys should be able to see everything now. Where we're taking on the Charlotte Hornets in the second round, and we lose game 1, and we lose game 2. It's not good. We're down 3-1, and we get eliminated. Who the fuck's on the Hornets? Really? A team of Lowry Markkinen, RJ Hampton, RJ Barrett, Dante DiVincenzo, and Andre Drummond beat my team. Beat this team that has DeAndre Ayton, DeJounte Murray, De'Aaron Fox, Klay Thompson, and Bam Adebayo. So like I was saying, we have 590 overalls, almost 6. Brandon Clark was an 86, and Kendrick Nunn, Shake Milton, and all that type of stuff. I thought we put together a much better team than what we lost to, what 2K said it was, but I thought we put together a much better team. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you guys all have enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of June, and we are on track to do that. So please, if you're new here and you enjoyed, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. I post every single day. That's going to do it for me, lads. Hopefully you guys all have a good rest of the day. I'll catch you guys in the next video.